Hold on, babe. Damn, Spawn moves so quick.
How do you like this game?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good game. I mean, I like it. Catching all these big fish and stuff. God, excuse me, I'm a little sick right now.
Is this the free version or premium?
This is a free version. Yeah. Their free version. For a good game.
Cool, thanks.
White bass. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. It's my first time on this map. I supposed to streamed it before, but I got them mixed up.
My friend, keep up the great fishing as usual, growers love. Emoji fishing pole.
Appreciate that, man. Right now, I'm hoping this night coil will work. Pretty sick right now, but I'm still streaming. I'm thinking the white bass on this board be big as the other boards, but they quite smaller.
Ho J Gamer. Cheers, fellow gamer.
Appreciate that shit. You too much.
Back to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to conserve my voice. I can talk, but you know. So I have to get a better spot.
That was crazy. Guess it wanted you to fish over there.
I guess so. Wow. Mm. I think it's pretty fun game or whatever, but when it does glitch out, man, it's like it's crazy. And one time, I was in the river. Oh shit! I was not ready for that at all. White bass. Yeah, I was in the river and I cashed out, and I seen my line hit the water, but I mean, I seen my lure hit the water, but my line was hanging out there. It's like crazy. That's crazy. I usually like to bait my lure off the rocks. I don't know if I should do it now after seeing that. Just bank it off and it laying right in front of the rock. Shit, that was crazy. That was crazy. I thought I missed them. The last fish. Figure I'd try to find these. I knew that was gonna happen. Find these white, big white bass. But it's funny because I caught a few, and they've been, excuse me, they've been small. So, kind of confused right now. I don't know if I should keep fishing this way or change it up. big fish are like 60 feet from the shore. Like exactly 60 feet. So I'm at 100. So that means they're probably on the other side of this rock here, or in those lily pads there. Do a 60-foot perimeter around me. See what pops up. Man, it's cold, boy. Goodness. Yeah, but it's like 60 feet around you. Say that wall over there where I caught that cutthroat at. It's probably 60 feet around that area. It's like parameters, man. If you can imagine a half circle around that area, you know, or a circle, whatever. From that point, I was showing these guys yesterday how to catch those walleyes and bass yesterday. And I'm like, every other cast, I was getting distracted. I got a lot of phone calls and stuff, but if not every cast, every other cast, you know, I was putting a 2-pound fish in, like 2 to 4 pound, 5 pound. The technique can pretty much work on every board. You do, you know, it's like blocks or whatever, 2-hour blocks. Game time, 2-hour blocks. And they'll spawn. Let you bait. I'll do it real quick.
Lay low and not sure if it's legal for me to like your videos in my state, lol.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Who knows with these state laws, man? Every state on the state has some weird laws. And that fish right there, ain't that something? I knew I was right, but I was right. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see what this is. Probably a cutthroat. Yeah, 40 foot. I find it amazing, like everybody always throw away from where they at, and the fish be right in front of them. just let it sink to the bottom. Let it sit for 30 seconds. And then you inch it in. You know, pretty much like taking your time with it. You know, I know a lot of people like to rush and stuff like that. You know, just take your time and turn it to the side. I just like doing this. You don't have to do it. But, you know, pretty much like 30 seconds with that. If you move your bait, then wait another 30 seconds. But pretty much 30 seconds. Just enough for the fish to spin around your bait. Because the AIs, you know, they're attracted to your bait. It's like a magnet. You know what I'm saying? And just like that, you got a fish. Works on pretty much every board. It's crazy. It just sucks on catching these little fish. So I gotta figure out something. My first time on this board, so I'm really like playing by ear. It's cold, man. Oh my god. First time I didn't even get to really show you the speed. Kind of really just like a tactic. But that's pretty much the speed, man. Just inch it. I try not to give up on the cast because the fish here to follow you back. So we got some trash right there. Every once in a while I'll just pause for no reason. Or do some, little random stuff. Just because they got stuff built into the game, you know. And I don't trust that.
OJ Gamer OK lol.
Oh my god. I don't trust that gamer. Like they have this like, I don't know, distance finder or whatever.
I
I
still
just bought
sub
it.
go.
Oh, I appreciate it. they have this distance finder or whatever that you use to cast. I don't trust it to 100%, you know, because sometimes it's off, you know. Even if you hit it like right in the middle, it'll be off. I don't know why exactly, but yeah, it does it. Oh wow. It's right
In
by my
downloading
vape.
it, going to give it a try.
Yeah, you should,
Nice,
man.
my friend.
You should, man. It's very relaxing, man, and it's fun, you know. I mean, this my what second week, something like it. I guess you would consider it. I started what last Tuesday, so a little over a week. I'm at level 22. I think the top level is level 36. So, using a couple techniques or whatever, and a big enough bag.
I need relaxing after FPS games, ugh.
Yeah, I know. What really got me was that crap on the news this morning. Suck. See, that's why I don't give up on a cast. Right at the follow it all the way back. Yeah, man. It's I don't know, man. I just shake my head at a lot of stuff these days. I don't quite understand why people do stuff they do, but who does, you know?
Some people do not like playing these type of games because they are slow, but I love them.
Well, it depends on what technique you use. I mean, the one I just showed you, it seems slow, but it's actually pretty fast. Cause a lot of people, you know, they'll throw their cast out like anywhere from 7 to 8 to 9 times and catch one fish. I throw mine out once and I just let it chill there for 30 seconds. Maybe sometimes a little bit more. And I reel it in, and usually I have a fish on it. You'll see me doing that a lot. But you don't want to move your bait. See how my line got tight, so I just stopped moving it. Just let it sit there, and the fish are spun around your bait. It's like I said, like a magnet. They drawn to it. But you got to give them time to get to your bait. A lot of people, they rush it and try to move too fast, and they end up losing the fish, or they the bait. Excuse me. And I think it's hilarious. Like, I get up in lobbies and then I see them throwing out their cast like 5, 6, 7 times or whatever, and I throw out once, and I just sit there or whatever, and they keep casting out. And by that time, they threw out 4 or 5 more times, and I start reeling my line in, and I catch it either a decent size or a big fish or whatever, like back to back to back to back to back to back. And they come and they just, like, I guess they get frustrated, come stand in my face and try to block my view or whatever. Like, it's just random. I laugh at it, but I'm constantly catching fish, catching fish, catching fish. And then they ask me, "What are you using?" And I tell them, It's nothing different than what they're using. I mean, they got that sometimes the exact same thing I got, but they're not catching it. It's funny. You know, half of this stuff on this game is mostly it's math, man. It's all math. I just got certain things that I do, but it's no different. Nothing on this game is 100%. It's like I say about 80 to 90% of the time. And another thing I'm learning is like after you catch so many fish in one spot, they stop biting and they spawn somewhere else. So you gotta find the spawn. Once you find that spawn. I never thought about that over there. It's like what 9:30. I'm pretty sure I'm in a 1 o'clock spot, but I'm gonna work it anyway. I'm snagging right there. Yeah, I'm snagging right there. I sometimes scare the fish away too, but I'm gonna check it out. Like I said, I don't like to give up on the cast. And a lot of times I'll pull my line in and the fish is like right there. See? It's a little fish, but nonetheless, it happens all the time. It looked like a nice little spot to hide. Okay, so I done tried there, here. This is white bass. This is smallmouth or young cutthroat there, young cutthroat there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change positions. And I'm gonna throw where they're not throwing, which is up against this rock over here. Is it here? Yeah, it's here. So let me change rods and throw right here. It's at about 60 inches. Well, I guess I do have to measure. if I see a lot of people throwing in the area direction, I try to throw it the other way. It's 9 times out of 10 they're not catching anything. Now I just left that spot, but I couldn't get an angle on it. So now what I'm doing is I switch positions to get a better angle. And I'm gonna pull it in slowly by this log over here. Try to get it in position. It's sitting on the side, but it's fine. It's fine. I just caught a fish that way. I first got the stream on. That means it's sitting on something, and that's even better than sitting at the bottom because it's off at the bottom. So if the fish is spawning around it somewhere, then it'll likely grab it just because it's sitting awkward. But I'm trying to inch it to that log over here. See? I found one. He hiding over here. Might end up to be a nice little spot. See? Let's see what this is. Not a keeper, but I'm gonna keep it first day. Just figuring the map out. So I'm gonna find all the spawns for where the fish spawn at first before I start really just going gun ho at this board. So sometimes I do this before I start streaming or whatever. That way y'all don't have to see all the strain that I'm going through to find the spawns, but right now I'm just finding the spawns, finding out what spots are what fish and stuff like that. So I'm guessing this is gonna be a white bass spot. Let me see what this is. Okay, so this is gonna be a white bass. So what I'm gonna do, since I done spent a lot of my shiners up, I'm gonna switch to my minnows. My small minnows. Which I got 81 of those. So if that's what I'm gonna be catching, some go after these more frequently than the other one. So I'm gonna see if it's a difference. And this is how you make, pretty much how you make the fish spawn too. You see those guys that they're throwing here and there. But you want to pick a particular spot that's just awkward, that, just don't look like it's out of place or something might be there, not, you know what I'm saying? pick that spot and you just keep on. It don't matter if you catch a little fish or whatever. Just keep on throwing to that spot, and you'll notice the fishes start spawning more and more there. I figured if they eat those shiners, there you go, they'll eat the minnows. So I'm gonna see if that's gonna make them either get bigger or smaller. But I'm gonna just keep on throwing back to this spot, and eventually something's gonna change in it, and that's what I want to see. I want to see that change. That didn't work. Mm-mm. Even though those bass are small, it's fine because you get trophies for different stuff. So if I'm gonna just catch those right now, then that's fine too. Eventually, I wanna find where the other fish are spawning at. But since we found this spawn, we gonna work this one out first. For the trophies, you catch as many as you can, you know. See, now we got black crappies spawning now. I call turds. A little turd. Mm. You just want to keep working that spot to make them spawn somewhere else. That way I can get my big fish in this spawn and it'll be close to me instead of way across the map where I gotta fight them to get them in. They catching fish, but they're not that big. So I'm gonna keep on working what I'm working with. It's not much HP, but I'm gonna take it for right now. Just keep on working this spot. Eventually they'll start spawning there and I can make my own spawn up top by them rocks. That's what I'm aiming at. If you notice, it switched from bass to crappie. So once I get these little fish out of here, we gonna work on something else. These guys have no idea what I'm doing right now. They probably gonna be mad in a minute. But it's just a tactic. It's just a tactic, man. Just keep on throwing at this spot. They start spawning, I'm gonna throw it right at them rocks in front of me. Now they didn't throw over there. Ain't no telling how many times and they ain't caught anything. That didn't look to see how it should be like 10 or 15. I don't think I'm at 10 crappies yet. 1021. Didn't even know I had them on there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is look at this, see how many I done caught. There you go. That's what you want, baby. Get those coins and the experience. Okay, let's see. Alright, black crappie. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it took me 4 black crappie to get the coins. And white bass. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need one more white bass to get the coins. And young. Okay, 3 cutthroats, 4 cutthroat. 1, 2, 3, 4 rainbow, young rainbows. So 4 each of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm almost there. I'm gonna keep working this spot. Cause any map you supposed to, first thing you want to do is get your coins out the way first, and then you start working it. Yeah, man, it's all about the coins, baby. You get your coins, then you start getting your money. Being that this is my first time being on this map, the best thing to do is get that out the way first. That way you ain't gotta worry about it. Those coins, you can buy different things with those coins that you can't buy with cash. So, and I got a ride, a reel, and a map that I want to unlock. So, definitely gotta stack those coins up. Thank you. Hopefully these Twizzlers make me feel better. Mm. Okay, so it's back to white bass now. gonna get my white bass corn, and then I'm gonna move to that rock. Crappie. Okay, got my trophy. Guessing I'm gonna have to get my white bass somewhere else. That's crappy. I remember they was over here somewhere too. It seemed like the minnow was better. You know that. You don't get discouraged. That's what you want. That's what you want. Let's see what's at this rock. See, I'm making them now. I'm making them spun on my bait. No matter where I throw them at now. No matter where I throw them at now, I'm gonna get a bite. White bass. The object is to keep on catching fish. Eventually, you might get you a unique or something. Just keep on catching. And get these coins. If I would have started catching cutthroat like I did the bass, and I would have did it with the cutthroat. But since we catching crappie and white bass, I'm gonna work with those first. You just want to get those coins. That's how you get the stuff that you unlock that costs a lot of money. Just keep on stacking those coins up. We grinding today, baby. You ain't gotta keep them. I'm keeping them, but you don't have to keep them. You don't have to keep them. And you're getting the XP, and you getting those coins. The more you catching, the more you get those coins, man. You just working each fish that's in there. See, now that they full, they didn't fill their bag up. Let's go to work. Probably a turd. No, it's a bass. Let's go to work. No, it's a turd. Alright. Now that they got out the way. Let's go to work. Oh shit. Just let it sit there for 30 seconds. Go to work. Lift truck. 11 a.m. 11:30. See how small they fish are. Well, we gonna get the big fish. This wouldn't be a money pot if I was getting small fish all the time. The fish I was catching then, I was catching on purpose. Just want those coins, baby. Why waste it? Don't give up on the cash. Just work it. Another thing I haven't done, I haven't looked at the map yet. So we're gonna take a look at that when I get this lure in. That's why you don't give up on the cast, baby. You might miss a fish. That's why I get the big fish, baby. Almost 2 pounds. Try to keep 2 pounds or better. So let's take a look at this map. Alright. You want to try to find the deepest part of it. All of it's pretty much like, I don't know, 80 feet. Something like it. At 19. So 19 feet is max. So it's like 19 feet. Yeah. Alright. So we wanna go around from 60 feet out. Let me show you. From 60 feet out, about right here, all the way around this area. 60, well, not that far in, about right here. 60 feet. So you want to take it and cut across the corners. Not like that, but you know. measure it. Cut across the corners 60 feet out and bring it to the middle. Always buy a marker, whether it's a rock or it's a tree. Now the last map it was a tree, but I'm noticing little indentions in the rocks, different places like that's got a fog smoke stream to it, so that's probably be good spot. He's in it right now, but I was looking around like I'm seeing these stones. They're markers. Majority of them are markers, so we're gonna work it, and we're gonna check out every marker until we find where the big fish are. I missed him. Wasn't paying attention. This cold got me like feeling some type of way. There you go. Yeah, that's why I pause every once in a while too. Okay, we might have found a big fish. Here we go, baby. Here we go, baby. Look like we might have found a big fish. He in the red, so he pretty nice size. Pretty nice size. He in the red on this rod. Okay, so we started at the 2-pounders over here. So that means the 4-pounders might be on the other side over there. So I'm gonna go right back to this spot. I'm gonna see what will he pull up. 55. So I got the spun right now. So I'm gonna work this spun. I'm gonna work this spun and see how long it stay active. And keep everything. We're gonna get rid of it later and replace it. Just gonna work this spun, baby. Okay, got something over there messing with it. It's fine. Oh, I missed him. Damn it. system again. Okay. Go for 30 seconds. It's crazy. Like, I do this stuff and then I tell people that it worked. And they like, oh, nah, it don't work. And this, and this. Like, I do it all the time. Like, I do it all the time, man. Once you figure the map out, then you catch big fish. But you gotta find all the spawns on the map. Like those coins are essential. You need those coins to buy different stuff that costs coins. You know, if you just catching fish and making money, then only way you get coins is if you go to the fish store and buy the coins. I'm showing you how not to use your real money on this game. And get everything in the game, man. I've been fishing for the night hat with the light on it. I was trying to get it, found it up in the fish shop.
Thanks.
I found it in the fish shop, and I went to what is that? I went to Oregon Lake, and I earned it. I earned it. You don't have to buy anything in here. You can earn all of it. I mean, no more than the you know, that you use with the game cash. You don't have to use your real money. All those jackets and stuff. If you do the events, you'll win those. Lures. This is glitching out on me. I had a fish earlier. It's glitching out on me a little bit. Sorry.
That's good as I don't have money to spend on a game.
Yeah, I don't like spending money on the games, man. I mean, it's cool to do. You get all the stuff, you pay for it, but you don't have to use your money. You can earn it. It's just you gotta go about it the right way. Like every board has trophies. Every board has uniques. Every board has like giant big fish that's not on the menu where the fish description. They're not on there. It's just certain things you gotta do to catch them. I will be making those videos soon, but I'm holding off on it because I want to make sure when I catch them, I can pull them in. You gotta have somewhere to put them, man. So I'm gonna get this big old net. I know where they at. I know the spots. I done got bites on them. They done broke my line before. The whole get up. So I know where they are. I know what they use, what they use to get them. I just can't pull them in right now. You know, like I've been wanting to get those catfish and stuff like that, but if I get a unique catfish, it's gonna break my line. So I started off doing that yesterday, and I was like, nah, I better not do that because I'm gonna have to spend game money to buy my lures and stuff again. I've been had these lures for about since I've been on the game, pretty much the same lures. I haven't bought any more lures. Well, as far as the ones you see me using a lot, I haven't bought any more of those. Now, I do have some lures I haven't used yet, or I tried out maybe once or twice, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so it's a sinkhole over there. Yeah, if you spend your money on this game, man, you in a rush for something that's, you know. I bought this map for 3 days just to pretty much figure out and map it out. But I think the best map I've been on so far has been Oregon. 150 XP per fish, so you can level up real fast. They don't get over 5 to 6 pounds with a lot of XP. That's a great combination for somebody that's trying to level up quick and get the rods and stuff that's required to catch those bigger fish. Like in New Orleans and Florida and stuff like that. Well, Louisiana. I say New Orleans because I used to live there. So everything is New Orleans now. If it's Louisiana, it's New Orleans. Yeah, but you don't have to spend your money on this. Alright, we finna get into this. We finna get into this stream real good. I think I done found probably four out of 7 spawns. So we finna get in this thing real good now. Now I'm finna show you how to catch these damn things and keep it consistent.
Sounds pretty realistic. You can't catch a 5-pounder on a $2 rig.
Yeah, yeah. Hell, you could catch it. You catch any kind of fish on a cheap line. You just gotta know how to reel them in. But you know, in real life. But what's so scary about it is if you get it on the line and you keep breaking your line, that sucks. Oh, come on, baby. Yeah, that sucks. You see how I turned it right there? I kept it from hitting that wall. That's what I was doing. You know, you see me doing a lot of little weird things here and there. Sometimes I forget to explain why I do it. There's a reason for it. I think that's good. 30 seconds. Then I'm gonna start reeling them in. I try to always wait 30 seconds. I mean, sometimes you can get in a rhythm where I don't need to wait 30 seconds, but it's good to wait 30 seconds because you always gonna find something. It might not be the fish you want to catch, but you gonna catch a fish, and that's XP. I try not to keep nothing that's under 200 pounds. I kept it this time for a reason. One of my coin, and I don't know if that affects it or not, but I kept it anyway. But you want to catch a fish every time you throw a cast out for the XP, man. No matter how much XP it is, as long as it's something, it's better than nothing. But on other boards, that 30 seconds can determine whether you catch you know, a small fish or a decent sized fish. So, and sometimes you give it 2 or 3, maybe 4 tugs, and you got a fish, and then that's your rhythm. You see how he jerking his or whatever. He twitching like. I mean, that works on some boards, but I found that the lift and drop works on most boards. So I'm gonna start throwing back up around those rocks here in a minute. I figured I might find the cutthroats. It's 1 o'clock this peak. And another technique that usually works is the low and slow. It works. Oh, look at that. That's what, 3 times I missed a fish. And then this is a pond. I don't see no outlets to other water or whatever. It might be best just to use the bobber, the cork. Like they catching fish, but all they fish are small, man. That bothers me. A lot of little glitches going on. Difference between a glitch is if it frees up your rod and your bait, then it's a glitch. If it frees up just your bait, it's a bite. Sorry about that. Oh, my little girl. Shit. Yeah, my little girl, she like, get me. Alright, and go back to this spot. Man, boy, I'm so sick. It's cold, something else. I don't really catch colds, so when I catch one, it's weird. I think about what I ate and what I didn't eat. And I ate a bunch of junk food this week. I normally don't eat junk food. I ate a lot of birthday cake and stuff. And I wound up getting sick. I think that's funny. All of these fish are small, man. What in the world is going on? See, I don't like this. They haven't caught anything worth the size. I'm figuring they fishing wrong. Okay, so I got a 2 pounder. So I'm figuring they fishing wrong because all of the fish in this lake can't be that size. Now they caught a bunch of small fish to get my corn, but when I'm fishing, I definitely don't want small fish. You know, 200 or better is my goal every time I fish. If it's somewhat close, I might keep it. You know. But yeah, there we go. See, that's what we want. So the trophy's a 2 pound. That sucks. Go back to this spot. I always say, I had to map the board out. So once you map the board out and find out what is where and where is what, you know, or what you catch where and where is what, rather, then it's a lot easier. But like I said, most of the fish they catching are small. Like, I'm kind of worried about that. Did I make a mistake getting this board for 3 days? I'm gonna still grind it out though. But I was expecting more out of this board for some reason. And I hope the next game, if they decide to make a next game, it got more than these places, like, because every state in the United States has a good place to fish, if not multiple places to fish that's real good. You got lakes, you got beaches, you know, saltwater, freshwater. So it's kind of limited. It's kind of limited on, what the presentation of fishing. And they put a lot of work. You see all the detail in the plants and stuff. So, I give them a pass on that. First time they put out a game, This game been out on PC for a while, so I've been seeing, but not on PlayStation 4. People just now catching on to it, but including me. I mean, I had this game for months. I just never played it because I was streaming Infinite Warfare for so long, unbelievably long. But like I said, people just now catching on to this. But it's a good game, really good game, man. Pretty good game. Man, usually I move around, but I'm gonna go right back to this spot because I don't think the spawn is done yet. So I might have did something wrong. So I'm gonna go right back to that spot. Probably gonna keep going at it until about, I don't know, probably about 15, 20 casts, something like it. It might sound like a lot, but in those 15 to 20 casts, if I do it right, I should catch a fish every cast. So my bag will be full. And somebody made a comment about like the game is slow and stuff. Yeah, I mean it's fishing. You should enjoy it. If you are playing a game and you don't enjoy it, then there's something wrong with that. Another thing you can do is fast forward the time. Like I like night fishing, so it's like roughly about 2 o'clock. So if I was to speed it up, I'm not halfway I'm almost there, but I'm not halfway there. But what I'll do is move it up to like 4 or 5 o'clock. But this is supposed to be peak time, so I'm trying to see what they got to offer. .64. Okay. They getting bigger. But my thing is, they spawning them in. Where are they coming from? There's no outlet in this pond. I'm fishing the middle or the bottom of the middle. So they gotta be spawning from somewhere. And he's fishing by that rock that I was at. So what I'm gonna do is switch spots. And I'm gonna switch lobbies. Let's see, can we get it rolling? That's another key tip, man. See, that's why I don't give up on one. You might miss a fish. If you find a fish in this slow, switch lobbies, man. Go from private to public lobbies. You know, that always makes a difference. Okay, we got the rapids over there. And we got that rock that I was talking about here. And right in front of that is some vegetation. So it looks like it should be a good spot. I'm gonna fish off to the right of it. I mean, in a real life situation, if you got a spot like that, and that also where that tree is leaning on the rock over there. if you got a spot like that, it's best to try to fish those spots because of the vegetation. You got crickets, you got all kind of stuff might come off of that vegetation, and the fish will sit right there and they eat. So I'm guessing it's a simulator that they might incorporate that into the gaming experience, but maybe not. I've been wrong before. I have been wrong before. I know people don't like admitting it. I've been wrong. I overthought the situation, especially like something that would be logical, you know, and in the sense of fishing. They probably just didn't incorporate it into the game, if yet, you know. So it's all good. Hmm. A little 2 pounder. Let me try that other one, low and slow. Like I said, every board has its thing, but it's been proven that lift drop technique works on most boards. On most boards. So I do a combination. I do a combination to see what happens. I hate feeling like I'm giving up on the cast though. Can't give up on that cast, you might miss a fish. I say that a lot. A lot of times the fish will be following your bait. You're moving too fast for it. Okay, I'm gonna throw over these rocks. I still think I need to try this. Let me try this real quick. Right in this corner. I've been looking at that spot for the longest. For the longest. She was happy to see you. It don't matter, whatever we can agree on. Okay, so this is a new fish, Colorado golden trout. So the XP is like 6 to 8. So that's pretty good. Pretty good for now. I'm I really wanna explore that option because that can't be the most XP you get on this board. And it's glitching real bad. It's glitching real bad. Like so. All right. Yeah, that can't be the most XP you can get on this board. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play with that spot for a second. See what else come out of there. That's the first one of those I done caught. It must be the time. What time is it? 2:24. Almost real time. It's 2:34 where I'm at. I'm fucking burning through these cigars, baby. Shit. Two things I ain't get accomplished today was taking my medicine on time and getting some sleep. Got a little sleep. It's fucking cold, man. It rained yesterday. Kind of been hoping for it silently. And it finally rained yesterday and I fucking got sick. All in one stroke. That's funny. Alright, let's work it, baby. So we got a little lip over there. I missed him. We got a little drop off lip over there by whatever that is. And we got a snag, so I'm gonna try off to the right. That's why I caught that last fish though. So I figure off to the right should be significant enough. Gonna draw some attention. One thing I haven't tried that's really good on trout is this worm that I got. So I'm gonna try that next. I'm gonna see what the store has to offer. But my main goal is finding that spun. I know I got 5 over here. So this will make 6 or 5 out of 6. I ain't quite determined where the other one at yet. I know on those other board it was definitely 6 to 8. So I wouldn't doubt if it's 8 on here. That's why I don't give up, baby. It's a little bitty fish, but nonetheless. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, I'm in a peak. Peak for the first day. Okay, so the 5. Okay, so we're in the peak. That's good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change my bait out to the worm. Or should I do grub? I'm gonna do worm first. I said worm first. And we gonna work it. I'm gonna hit this spot one more time. A couple more times. I'm gonna throw against this vegetation this time. And we gonna work it. Take my medicine while I let 30 seconds go by. Stuck on cold, man. It's crazy. I don't really catch cold, so it's weird. It feels weird to have a cold. Okay, I'm on that little lip now. Just take it slow. Woodpecker, huh? Woodpecker. Starting to feel a little better than I was. Not much. I like doing little random stuff here and there. Okay, so we in the same spot we need. That guy just happened to be there. Okay. Like I didn't know that was gonna happen. Nah, I did break my rule for one reason. I'm on the play with this site over here. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to switch to my other ride, which I'm about to do. I did give up on that one. It's a little frustration. Out of frustration. this. I don't know if it's because it's sitting still or what. I don't know how I feel about this map yet, but you know, you know. Bass. There's a salmon. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this map yet, but we're gonna see. Go to my little special weapon. Well, dang. Go right up against that rock. I mean, I see the salmon jumping out the water, but they're all small, man. It's like, I mean, a trophy is like 3 pounds here. It's garbage. Just take it already. You can't resist the marshmallow. You can't resist the marshmallow. I didn't even let him take it under. Goodness. Come on, you little bitty thing. Bless your heart. Can't resist the marshmallow. Alright, let's get that coin, baby. Let's get that corn. Medicine works so fast. I love it. I noticed they all around these rocks, like the ones sticking out of the water. What I don't want is more crap. More crappy. That's what I don't want. Got my coin for that. I'll take the bass. If I get my coin for the bass, then you know. I'm done with that. But you don't have to keep the fish that you catch. That's the great thing about this. You just keep catching fish, getting that XP or whatever. Bag get full. Just keep catching fish. You know, I like to cash out and get money, but XP's, that's nice too. I'll take that. If I can't get money, I'll take the XP. Definitely one or the other. So the fish took me to a snag spot. Imagine that. Ding.
So the more you catch and keep, the more money.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if it's me, I prefer to keep nothing over 2 pounds. Cause when you turn in your bag, it'll be worth it to turn your bag in. You go from anywhere from 4,000, see, anywhere from 4,000 to $5,000-6,000 a bag, depending on how big your bag is, and that money accumulates. But you don't have to just turn your bag in. You keep catching fish and get XP, but if you catch fish and get XP, you can't keep all the fish that you catch. So some you got to make a decision which one you want. You know, once you get a certain amount of fish, that's nice size fish, and your bag is full, and you don't want to waste your day. You know, you can you can do the XP, but it's all a grind. It's all a grind, baby. The cash give you cash to buy lures and stuff and reels, rods, tackle.
Cool.
But the XP unlocks your level. So what's the use of having a level unlocked if you can't buy anything that's in that level because you don't have the money? And what's the use of having the money if you don't have the level unlocked? You can have hundreds of thousands of dollars. Everything you buy is pointless. So
Nice.
because your level is not unlocked. So you can buy all the equipment you want, but once that map unlocked that you want to go to, you go to it and you catch a fish, it'll break your line. Because your tackle and your rod and your line and your reel can't handle the weight. Get what I'm saying? So it's a balance. So what I always do, I get the coins. I try to get the coins first, and then I find out where the spun's at. Once I find out where the spun's at, then I work one fish. Once I get the coin for that fish, I work the other fish.
I got you.
Yeah. You're always grinding. Just because you run out of one option don't mean you out of all options. It's like they trolling me right now. I just caught that fish, but I didn't catch that fish. My bait's still on. So yeah, they trolling me right now. It's all good. But a person that don't have patience on this game, you gonna get frustrated a lot. You gonna get mad a lot. Like people I see in the lobby with me, I don't know them or anything. They're just people in the lobby. I see they try to do rush fishing. They want everything now. Yeah, that don't work. That's something I had to learn when I first started playing this game. I used to get frustrated, like, damn, I'm not catching anything. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Let's see what size this is. This is a little fish. This is about 1 pounder. 9 something. It's 1.4. Okay. I'm gonna hustle this spawn right here. Let's see, can we get the trophy cutthroat out of here? But you gotta keep on catching the same fish and then you'll get that trophy. I think it's a little weird that it works that way. Because I don't feel like you should have to catch the same fish over and over again to get the trophy. It should just be a fish that, randomly placed. But what I think don't matter. It's a video game. Yeah, but I feel like it should be a race to find that trophy fish. It just spawn randomly. But it don't work that way. One thing I know, if I don't catch them with the minnows or the shiners, they can't resist the marshmallow, baby. I don't know what it is about these nasty motherfucking marshmallows. They love them. They love them. Just like I got this red lure, they love those. Use that for bass. Fucked up. Still pulled it out, baby. I'm guessing that's the bass jumping there. That's the bass spun right where my rod is aiming at. And I noticed that the trout and the salmon, they like the corners where water move. I don't know if they go there to, what is this? A bluegill. Really? I don't want that. So, okay, let's work this vegetation, baby. On the other board, it was the trees that was markers. I'm guessing the vegetation is the markers on this board. That's what I'm guessing it is. See, they trolled me then. They trolled me. They trolled me then. Evil bastards. Troll me. Excuse me. Go around this vegetation. Is there something under the water? Look like it's rocks right there with that green net, but it could be a reflection. No, there's rocks there. Okay, so I'm gonna pull closer to these rocks. Trying to find that spawn. Seems like they would be in the deepest part, but it's pretty deep in a big area radius. So just a host of the vegetation, you know. This is a hard puzzle to figure out on this board. Real hard puzzle.
Hi.
How you doing? Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, man. I had a phone call I had to take. My phone been busy lately, man. I don't understand it. Like, I usually don't get no phone calls in the daytime. It's usually all at night. I've been getting mad calls in the daytime. Hey, how you doing? I normally don't get calls in the daytime. Most people don't call me because I'm normally asleep. That's what they feel like. But I be on this game. As of last Tuesday, I've been on this game. It's fun. It's a fun game, man. I'm thinking maybe I need to change my hook size back to 4. It's a turd. Okay. So we're gonna figure this thing out. Cause I refuse to have paid for this board and not catch any big fish. Do 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 do. But I'm scared to throw these fish back.
Can you invite friends and fish together?
Um, you gotta have the game, and then you gotta add them on the game.
Is this THD trout comp?
Is it what? Give me 1 second. Let me catch this fish, and I'm gonna look at the message.
Okay, cool.
I didn't quite catch that. I'm chewing. I mean Twizzlers. I got my new headset on. I hate it.
Trout competition.
No, this is not the trout competition. I don't think I would do a competition here. The fish so small. This is like a level, I say a level 5 or 6, maybe 8 map.
Okay.
I mean, when you first starting out catching fish, it's probably be cool to catch fish here, but these fish are very small, man. I'm not used to catching fish this small. And being that I took so long to play this board, it's probably, it'd probably be more fun if you played this board and you first started playing the game. Like, this board is not fun to me. So I'm probably gonna go elsewhere and make my money back. But while I'm here, I'm gonna find out what the spuns are and basically document it. But I always wonder why a lot of people wasn't talking about this board, and I found out why. It's not any big fish here. Maybe at night.
When I catch a fish it does not give me money. Why does it do that?
It could be multiple things. It's just each species of fish has a certain amount of weight, and you get paid by the weight of that particular fish or that species of fish. Now, you can catch a crappie the same size as a trout, and the crappie will pay less. Just like in real life, if you have trout and then you have bluegill, I'll use that as an example because I don't eat them. It's valued more in the marketplace. I don't see them
I
selling
just get no money at all.
Oh, no money at all? I haven't had that happen. I don't know. Maybe a glitch, maybe. Look, I give you guys a tip since y'all in here. Y'all been in here for a minute. You go to your since that sound like a glitch. So what you want to do is clear your cache. You have to hit your PlayStation button. Go to your PlayStation options. Then go to storage. Then go to your game storage, and it should show Fish Planet on it. Delete that file and restart the game app. Set up your configurations on your controller or whatever, sensitivity, whatever, and then start the game over, and that should fix that problem. And you should catch more fish. See what happens with the game folder is like it gets cluttered. It has all this stuff in it. Then sometimes people trying to cheat in different games or whatever, and it spams that folder, which makes your processor and your game system run slower. So
I put it in my net, then I don't get money. Do I have to wait? And thanks.
Nah, if you do what I just said, dude, then nah, you should be catching fish right away, man. If people that know about that, they not telling people because they catching a lot of fish or whatever game they on that they did it too. They get more kills or whatever. Whatever the object of the game is, your game system is moving faster. So for yours to be moving faster and the people that are around you or in the lobby with you that haven't cleaned their cache
I will
out.
try.
Okay, if they didn't clean their cache out, so your game is running faster than theirs. So you're gonna be able to
Don't
do
it
things
show
that
on
they
the
can't
screen
do.
when you bring a fish in?
Yeah, it shows it. Yeah, but every so often you have to clean your cache of your game system and make your game run properly. Cause sometimes it'll have little bugs or hang-ups or your update didn't completely go through or whatever. You clean that cache, and after you clean the cache, if you feel like you need to re-update it, then you update it, and your game system will start processing correctly. That's how that works. But without cleaning that cache, you probably every game you done played it's got a folder, and that folder is probably full of like junk, whatever. Sometimes modded viruses or whatever, because when people use a mod, it's a virus. Basically, it goes in that folder and fucks up every fucking thing. Makes your game system run slower and stuff. You get rid of those folders and you start over. It don't erase anything as far as your profile or nothing like that. It's just if you had some buttons set up or sensitivity, or you had your sound coming through your earphones instead of your controller. That's all it affects. It don't delete your rank or nothing like that. So those would be good tips to do, and you'll notice your game will start playing better. You'll start doing better in the game. And as far as this game, you catch more
So
fish.
what do I do? Delete the what?
It's called storage. You go to your PlayStation storage. Hold on, let me see. Can I walk? See, can I walk through real quick? Cause I'm pretty sure there was a turd on the line. 5 p.m. It's not peak time, so I'm about to zoom
Dude, I
to the
paid
night.
$500 to enter the trout competition tonight.
Yeah, you gotta make sure. Look, you gotta make sure you got the right tackle and the right rod, line, and reel. Cause if you don't, they won't let you enter the competition. And that's probably why you're not getting any money. If that's what you was talking about. You was in the competition, and you're not getting any money. You're not using the right rod, reel, line, or tackle. Because sometimes, like with the trout competition, you gotta have a bobblers. You see my screen, it said marshmallow, barbless hook. You gotta have barbless when you go in those competitions. So I automatically load one up. So I have that just sitting on reserve just for that. When I jump in the competitions, they have barbless. Because when it's catch and release or whatever, they don't want to injure the fish. It's a simulator. It's trying to
I
mimic
delete
real
the
life.
saved data.
Right. Don't open it. Just delete the whole thing. If you open it, you're gonna have to do it again. Cause it's like, it's not a virus, but it's similar to a virus. What's up in that file is similar to a virus where it clutters and spams your cache and it slows your game processing down. Okay, so basically you want to hit your PlayStation button. Okay, then you want to go to settings, storage, storage systems, and then save data. Okay, you hit your PlayStation button. You go to storage. From storage you go to storage system, and then save data. Once you get to save data, it's gonna ask you to exit the game, whatever game you're in or whatever. It's gonna ask you to exit the game. Once you exit the game, these files are gonna pop up. Any game that you ever played is gonna have a file. You delete the game that you're playing, or you can
Cause I
delete.
am new.
Okay, so you delete the game that you're playing, or you delete all of the games, and that should make your processor and your game system run faster. That's how that works. And it works for every game, because every game somebody is on there trying to use a mod or see what they can do or use, or can they get better by using this mod or whatever. It could be a mod.
Okay.
It could be just a bad update.
But they forgot to mention the 8000 travel cost.
Yeah. The travel costs, you got with that you gotta pay the travel costs or whatever. You gotta pay the license cost. Which if I get a license, I automatically do it for like 3 days. That's just what I do on each map I play. I get it for 3 days, because if you do the math on the map, it's cheaper to get 3 days. 3 days is by average. You could do a week, that'll save you more money, but you might not like the map. So, on average, you do the 3 days and you'll make your money back. Regardless, you'll make that money back. But it's cheaper to do the 3 days instead of, just a day. Because once you start actually catching fish, your time will run out. And they'll be like, oh, your license has expired. You have to buy another license, because if you catch fish after that license is expired, you'll get penalized for it. So, yeah, it's best to get 3 days. And don't leave
Waste of money, I fell for it, lol.
Yeah, they got me too. But once you purchase that map and you travel to that map, don't leave that map. If you get tired of playing, just cut your app off. Close the app. And when you restart that board, you'll be right back on that game, on that map. That way you ain't gotta pay travel costs. You ain't gotta pay nothing. You just like I'm sitting here right now on the screen with my pole in my hand. You'll show up and it'll look like this. It'll look just like this.
Thanks for the help, I got you.
Okay. Yeah, but you don't never back out of the map once you pay for it unless you want to do it, you know, and you want to go home, or you run out of something that's at home or something, and you have enough money to pay for the travel costs. Because if you don't have enough money to pay for a travel cost, you just bought a license and you got to go to another map, build that money up to travel back to that spot, and that's more money. You know, I try to maximize on the gameplay experience and the money that's earned, coins, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You gotta maximize that. Thank God for that medicine. Oh my God, I feel much better. Yeah, but you want to maximize your gameplay, so
after I catch the fish, it should instantly give me money.
Yeah, no, it won't instantly give you money. You have a bag, okay? You can purchase different size bags.
Yup, I learned the hard way.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I've been making these videos, because a lot of people that's on YouTube, they don't explain, you know what I'm saying, what does what and how to do it. They just show you, hey, I've caught a fish. You want to catch this fish? I'll show you how. It's bullshit. It's steps, you know. It's steps to that. You don't just get on this game and catch fish. You can.
So what about the bag?
The bag, okay, you start off with a 5 or 10 pound bag, and it works on up to like 25 and something, yeah, whatever, goes up to 55, and then it goes up to 66, and then it jumps up to like 120, 130. You know, that bag, it tells you what your maximum single fish weight is per fish that you could catch, and it shows you your maximum collective fish weight. Now, your maximum collective fish weight really is going to determine how much money you make. It's going to tell you once you, like mine is 66. Once I reach 66 pounds, I probably can go a pound or two over that before I can't put any more fish in that bag without taking fish out. Okay, once you reach your max weight, if you catch a fish after the max rate, you still you still get XP for it. But if the fish is bigger than the one you got in your bag, you can if you got the advanced license, make sure you got the advanced license. If you got the advanced license, you could take the fish out of your bag, delete the bag, the fish in your bag that's small, like the ones I got in my bag now. That's why I kept them, so I could show that. Okay, and you catch bigger fish, and you replace the bigger fish with the smaller fish, and you won't get penalized with it. That's what the bag is for. And you got to make sure your maintenance on your bag is right, or it'll mess up the whole process. Like, you know, I haven't let mine run bad yet, but I'm pretty sure all your fish will be gone or something. You just lose all your money. That's my hypothesis on it. You know, if I have to make a guess about that, I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Like, you just can't catch anything or release anything.
So how does it give me the money after?
Well, you have to leave you don't leave the map. You go to the next day. You push square. Once you push square, you can fast forward the day. Okay, once you get to 4 o'clock a.m. or 5 a.m., then you fast forward to that, and then it'll tell you your day has ended, and it'll cash your bag out for you. That's when you get to that point. It'll cash the bag out for you, and then they'll pay you for it. You got it? Yeah, and that's how you get paid. If you got the bigger bag, then you'll make, you know, roughly about four grand to, I don't know, anywhere from 4 to 6, depending on what you got in your bag. But you have to do the math on your
It helped so much.
You have to do your mouth on your
This
fish
is way
weight.
all good info.
No problem, man. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Because a lot of people don't explain that. They just make videos and they cut and paste, and they'll go to the same map 5 different times and they'll put it all on one video like that. It all happened at one trip. Nah, it don't happen all that one trip. They probably went to that map about 5 different times and linked up the times in the corner to make it look like they caught all the fish that same day. Nah, that ain't how it worked. It takes a little patience to do these maps, and it's all you got to break it down pretty much to a science when you're doing these maps, because if you don't, then you'll waste a lot of time, and not only will you waste a lot of time, you'll waste a lot of money. So that's something that you don't want to do. You want to maximize the whole experience. That's just like I'm sitting here talking to y'all, and the time is ticking on the map, but I know I can catch fish, so I'm taking the time to explain it. Being that I wanted to turn nighttime anyway. It's 5:54 p.m. on day 1, so I wanna when I fast forward, I'm gonna fast forward to at least 8 o'clock. Now 9 o'clock is usually money time. You know, this video is basically like a tutorial of this map. It's the first time I've been on this map, so I'm checking out all the ins and outs of it, and all the fish spawn spots.
Okay, so when I do start streaming this game, I'm going to shout you out and put your link for help in the description, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Do that, no problem. And I help. I'm just here. I'm here to help, man. Anybody that need help, I help them. Cause I mean, a lot of people, they like I said, they skip around with the information. They want you to keep going back to their page, so you know you could try to figure out like, oh, he did this. Nah, you do that, it won't work. You gotta know the spawn spots. It's like 3 different spawn spots for each fish.
What map is that?
This is Colorado. I hate this map. This is a beginner's map. It's like level 6 or something like that, man. I'm still gonna make the video on the map because I paid for it already, and I'm gonna make the video on the map. But I won't be coming back to this map after this unless I'm coming to get the unique fish. Once I get up to level 34, then I'm gonna hit up every map and catch all the unique fish. But you need a certain rod, reel, line, and bobber, and sometimes crankbait, or I'm trying to get the frog. That's my goal. With the frog, that's the best lure on this game.
Okay, cause I just got Emerald Lake.
Okay, yeah. Best lure on this game is the frog, and next to that is the crankbait. Those are the ones you're gonna catch your biggest fish with. But you gotta have the right rod, reel, line, and tackle. You know, whether it's your jigs or your your spoons. Now you'll see me playing with this worm when you got a board that's really like, it's got a lot of like trout like fish, not trout like fish, but bass like fish. You know, like buffaloes and stuff like that. You want to play with that lure, because that lure it'll get you the max capacity of fish in a small amount of time. And I always keep marshmallows, because every big fish on this game like a marshmallow for some reason. That, shiners, and minnows. And then they got the other money bait is corn and peas, which I haven't got yet, but I've been researching on that too. But corn and peas are your best bet for money fish. If you want to get your money pot going, you're gonna definitely need those, and that takes level 34. But since I'm not at level 34, I'm working the marshmallow. Shiners, minnows, I'll show you the whole setup in a second. Let me get this. I'm gonna pull this in and I'm gonna show you the setup. Cause I'm like level 22 now. I should be reaching 23 here in a second, but I'll show you the whole setup. And I'll show you a setup for what level are you on. I know you say you just started, but if you tell me what level you're on, I'll show you a setup that make you a lot of money, so you can level up real quick.
Six.
Okay, you're on level 6. That's actually great. That's a perfect level to be at right now. Let me see if this I can put. Matter of fact, I'll show you anyway. I'll show you real quick, cause it's not quite 8 o'clock yet. So I'm gonna show you real quick. Okay, level 6. You want I do this one. If you using tackle, as far as these right here, you want your poles. Okay. Well, yeah, I can show you on here. Okay, for rod level 6, you can't get match rods. Well, you can, but they're not worth it. They're not worth the money. You want your telescopic or your casting rod for level 6. Okay, they're not showing me anything right now. Okay, for casting rod, this is a level 8, but they got a value cast that look like this. You see the setup of it. It's got the like the cork on the grip and everything. That's what you want to get. You want to at least have it 6 pounds, because most of the rods most of the boards that you're gonna get at level 6, they probably have 3 to 4 pound fish. So a 6 rod to pull them right out of the water, no fight. And for me, the first rod I got was a featherweight. These are, let's see, spinning rod. Okay, you wanna get your featherweight. This is a level 9, but you don't have to get the level 9 when you can get the first one. See, it says 3 to 9 pounds. Okay, this one's 3 to 8 pounds. Anything over 6 pounds or 6 pounds, is perfect. Same thing with your reels. Like, they showing me my level right now, but anything over 6 pounds. And how you look at it, you look at your max drag. That's what you compare to your weight. Like on your rods, for instance, it has line weight. Okay, that's the capacity of the line that you can put on this, and that's how you get your length when you cast out. That's how you cast out like 100, maybe 200 feet out. If you match those up, usually if you match up the stars, which this is a level 8. If you match up your reel with a level 8, and your line with a level 8, and your tackle level 8, everything level 8, then you get a good cast length, and you'll be able to catch fish within that perimeter of the max drag or the max weight or the max line, whatever the max is. Go back to that. Like this one is it says ultralight, which is
the drag the weight it can have.
Right. That's the weight it can have. Like for this rod, it says line weight 3 to 8 pounds. That's the line weight that you're gonna have, and that's the max fish weight that you can put on this line without it breaking. Okay. With the reel, it says max drag. That's pretty much what your weight is gonna be. Your max drag, 6.4 pounds. That's the size fish you can catch with that reel, and that determines if you can throw it out long enough or not. Now it also has the under the barbarians, it has the weight 11 ounces. Now that don't that ain't got nothing to do with that don't have anything to do with the fish that you're gonna catch. What you want to look at is the max drag weight, which is the max drag is 6.4 pounds. Okay, that's going to, that determines the size fish you can get. Okay, with your line, you have your mono, you have your fluoro, and your braided. Okay, take this one for instance. It says test. Test is 8 pounds. Okay, that's the poundage of fish. That's the max pounds of the fish that you can match up with this line. Anything over the 8 pounds, it will break your line instantly. I'm like it was no effort. As soon as you catch the fish, it's broke. You have no chance of catching that fish. So what you want to do is match up your line, your reel, and your rod together within the perimeter of the weight. Want to go from roughly 3 to 6 pounds. So that'll be for your rod, and then you go to your reel, and it go from I don't know. Let me see. It'll go from 6.4 pounds to 8 pounds or something like that. You know what I'm saying? As long as it fit in that perimeter, it's a perfect match. Same thing with your line. 8 pound, like this for instance says 8 pounds test. Okay, that's the weight that's the max weight you can catch on that line is 8 pounds. Anything above that is gonna break it. And that works with everything that you have. Keep nets. This is what I was telling you about the nets. Like your bag rather. You know what I'm saying? You got your max single fish weight, which is 5.5 pounds. That's the biggest fish you could put in that bag. Anything over that, it won't fit in that bag, so you're not going to be able to keep it, and you're not going to be able to make no money off of it. So it's best to upgrade your bag as soon as possible. Okay, you got your total fish weight, 26 pounds. That's the total of all of the fish that you catch.
What are good baits and jigs?
What are good? Hold on, let me check out what you said, cause the voice is speak a little. Good bait and jigs. Okay, I got you. Okay, I'm gonna just walk it down. I'm gonna walk it down. Now these stringers, these are for competition, which they don't have any, so it's probably not a competition on this board. But outfits, same thing with this line and tackles. This shows you how many pockets your vest has, which is tackles. That's what you put your tackles in, the pockets. Now the big ones at the bottom are these are the tackles. These up high around the shoulders or the breast area. Those are for your lines. Those are pockets that you have for your lines. So that means you can have 2 additional lines to put in with your tackle. You need those. This bag here, it has 4 rods. Some of them will say 4 rods and reels. Okay. So when you got a rod, that's basically going to be like your, what are they called? It's basically going to be for your spinner rods and your casting rod, match rod, stuff like that. But for your reels, you don't have that spot yet. So, basically if it don't fit in your book bag, you can't carry it. But your lines you can carry. You have 2 spots on each your upper pockets on your vest for your lines. Now they have different ones for each one of those. Those waistcoats, rod cases, we did that one. Tackle boxes. Okay, it doesn't show tackle boxes, but it's the same thing with your as your waistcoat. It'll have pockets for certain things like tackle lines or whatever. It shows what material is made out of, which determines how long you can use it and how durable it is. And nylon is better than cotton. Okay, it's rain resistant for some reason. Like they couldn't make cotton rain resistant, but whatever. You'll have your spots for your tackle lines. You put your vest and your tackle box together. Now you have extra additional spots, including your book bag or your tackle box, whichever one you determine you need at the point. Because sometimes you might want to take your book bag and not your tackle box, but your tackle box has much more space in it. Okay, terminal tackle, hooks and bobbers. Okay, the ones with the hashtag beside them, they go from small to big, Which what I mean by that, like this size 10 right here, this would be smaller than a size 2. As you can see in the picture, I don't know if you can see that close, but the 10s are smaller than the 2s. So, if you want to be safe, you want to get like a 5 or a 6. You know what I'm saying? You can catch whatever with those two. All right. Then you have your barbless. Okay, your barbless is basically, it just don't have that hook on the end that tears the fish mouth up. If you look at any tutorial of real fishing, not the video game fishing, but the real fishing, it'll have like a little hook on the end that snags when you catch it. It won't get off the line. Okay, most competitions require you to have the barbless tackle or the hooks. You know, whether it's hooks or what are they called, jigs. Both of them come in barbless. You want to always have you a set of barbless with your whatever hook. If you buy a Ot 6 or whatever, hook, like this is a Ot 4. If you get an Ot 4, you want to get a barbless in a barb one. That way you won't have to bag out and go home and spend that trouble money. You know what I'm saying? Okay, with your bobbers, you got different ones, and this is the same thing. The size determines the weight of the fish you can catch. With the smaller, the slims, or whatever, you can catch probably around about anything up to like 3 to 4 pounds, and that's with effort. Okay, with the chubs, you can catch anything, pretty much anything, you know what I'm saying, like up to like 10 pounds, I guess, you know what I'm saying. But what I have is also, let me see, is the this pair one. Now they offer those in the store only. This one I won. This X Series pear shaped float, I won this one. They don't sell this one anywhere. Okay, but you can buy one that's similar to it, but it's just not this one. And it pretty much works the same, with this one and the other one I got, that chub I got. When you get a bite from a fish or whatever, it makes a bell sound. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can hear it in my headphones. It go ding, ding, and it lets you know a fish is close. It's excellent. I don't know if all of them work that way. I know these work that way because I use them. But it lets you know a fish close. And by that time, it gets that ding, ding, and, a couple seconds, 10, 15 seconds later, a fish start messing and pulling on your hook. And all you got to do is wait for it to take it somewhere. You just reel them up. But the best one, you asked about the best one to use, is probably going to be the chub, and that's the one I'm using now. This X Series pair is basically used for fish that's huge fish. You know what I'm saying, like 10 and up, and that has a limit. Okay, when you go to the shop, and you look at bobbers. They go all the way up to level 34, and the 4-inch bobber, these are 6 inches by 1.5, which they measure it from the top of even the stick with a you got the different color red and green to the other end of the black stick. They measure that as it. That's not going to help you when you go to catching big fish. You want to have the 4-inch round bobber. You're not there yet, but you will be. That's additional information you might use later. But with the bigger, the chub is your best bet because you can catch smaller fish and large fish with it. The slim is basically smaller fish, but the round bobbers, the 4-inch bobbers, the real huge ones, they're for your big fish only. You can't catch anything else with it. Okay, let's see, lures. We're gonna go to common jig heads. You see bobblers or whatever. Now, usually, they have a variety of different jig heads here. I can't show you all of them because I'm on a map right now, but those are useless. Don't waste your money on them. I bought a few of them. They're useless, man. What you want to use is you want to use your 1/3 ounce jig head, either barbless or barb, You know what I'm saying? Use your 1/3 ounce jig head for pretty much every fish you're gonna catch. Now, when you hit level 30 or whatever, you can use the half ounce or the 3/4 ounce or whatever it is or whatever. It's for heavier fish or whatever, and it gets down deep so you can get down there and catch those fish. But until you get to that point, you're not gonna need that stuff. So don't waste your money on it. Now, I have this worm too. It's a glow in the dark worm. I can use that on just about any map that, when it gets dark, I can use it in the morning time or at night, and I catch fish with it, no problem. Long as I got that 1/3 ounce hashtag 1/0 hook, jig head. That's your money. That's your money right there, baby. That's your money. And with those, you can find the jig bait that fits accordingly to that jig head. See this one, my worm, my green glow in the dark worm, it goes from #1 to #3. So it'll fit any jig head in between that. So that'll be perfect for that. I like these two worms. The blue one. The blue one is phenomenal in clear water. It's phenomenal. They just eat it up. And if you notice, I got this grub right here. Now I got a variety of different color grubs, but this ruby is something about it. It's like a rust looking color, and they tear it up, man. I hate that damn jig. I hate that jig bait, but they like it, especially like bass. You go on the boards where it's bass or pretty murky, muddy looking water. They love it for some reason. I hate that damn thing. But casting spoons, what I have is the red holographic. It's 1.14 ounce. They love it. It glows in the dark. Now, I can't remember if I won this one or bought it, but I'm pretty sure it's probably I bought it. But this one glows in the dark, and the red, blue, and gold. Any board that is real shiny, clear, pretty clear water or whatever, you use those on there. That's why you see I have these loaded. Now I have more in my my home essential bag or whatever. But I keep these loaded because you always gonna catch fish with these three. And the barbless narrow spoon, the purple one at the bottom, I use that for competition. Cause that's the only one they offer that's barbless, and I guess they seem to like it because what other option do you have? Okay, so we got that. I haven't got any crankbaits or anything yet. We went over that. Double check. Okay. For your baits, now I like using the crawfish. If you see me, I usually have my other one, my jig bait crawfish loaded, but I haven't had it loaded yet. But the crawfish work good. The crawfish cut bait, it works pretty good. It's especially for bass. It really works for bass. Okay, your shiners work for just about everything, man. That's what you're gonna use to catch big fish, gigantic fish. The giant fish, the hidden fish on the board, the uniques, all that stuff. They all eat shiners, all of them. Okay, and then you got your small minnow. You catch just about everything you catch with shiners with the small minnow. They're pretty. They're the top notch beginners best bait that you can buy. Okay, you got your dough balls. You use that for you. I know they show this with the pumpkin seed, crappie shiners. That's your average catch. That's what you're going to catch with your average catch. But you also get the buffalo. The buffalo is the XP. That's money, baby. That's money. You catch the buffalo, you got money. You got XP, and it also works on the I can't think of it right now. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. I forgot which one it was. I didn't expect to catch that fish with the dough balls because it wasn't on the list. So it was one of those things that I found out that it ate. I can't remember if it was some kind of bass or it was the pickerels and the chain pickerels and the redfin pickerels or whatever, they'll eat it too. They'll eat it too. Um, Marshmallow is money, baby. That's just like using minnows and shotters. Those are money baits right there. You know, pet food is catfish or whatever. I haven't caught really anything on the pet food yet. I imagine I'm not on the right board yet. But the semolina, that's for your that's your buffalo, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's your buffalo. That's your what are they called? Something on New York board. The wall something. Walleyes. You know, walleyes. You got your semolina. They'll eat that. They'll eat the marshmallows. They'll eat the small minnows. They'll eat the shiners. The cut crawfish. They'll eat that too. I mean, New York is money. That's one of the favorite boards that I like. You know, that's $200 a pop of fish. It don't matter what you throw out, any one of those you throw out there. That's $200 a pop, and that's what I like. That's the money right there, baby. And with also with that New York board, you have your spoons, which I didn't go over this pretty good, but I'm gonna go over it now. The casting spoons, the red one. This is money. It's always gonna catch something. You know, it might not be what you want. You catch more pickerels with it, with anything, and chain mackerel, pickerels or whatever they call, than anything. But if that's what you're going for, that's money. But this narrow spoon one for gold, it's got to be gold. The fish love gold. It's just like humans. They love gold on this game. It's got to be gold, baby. This narrow spoon, I use this on every board and I catch fish, man. That's money. That's the best money I done spent on this game, was buying that narrow spoon. And it only comes in 1/4. Okay, let's see. Okay, your lines. I use a variety of lines. The last two, not so much, but the fluoro, you can use that on most of your 6 pound rig, not rig, but reels and rods, which is excellent, because you ain't got to worry about your line breaking no more, and you can turn your tension up, and you can practically tell what size fish you're about to catch. You know, if it turns red and goes no more, which it should, it's probably gonna be a 2 pounder to 3 pounder automatic. You know, anything that's not in the red, it's like green, real low green or whatever, it's probably like a 1 pounder. Nothing to be concerned about. All right, you got your braid, 6 pound, same thing. Any one of those two are your best bet to go with. Once you're at level 6, so you're able to buy those. So that's probably your best bet. Your point 006 and your point 008. They also have a point 012, which is like 3 to 4 pounds or something like that. And if I'm mistaken, it was 002. This is 3 to 4 pounds or something like that, you know. And then you got your big X series. You know, I won this line. I didn't buy it, so I don't know how much it costs. But it's the test on it is 40 pounds. You know, that's any fish that's above 40 pounds, you're gonna break your line. That's how that works. Anything under it is money. You know, but most of the reels that you put this line on, if it's not 40-pound weight, it's probably gonna cast no more than about 60 yards. But that's money anyway, because that's as far as you need to go to catch big fish. In a 60 feet radius around you is where your big fish is. You don't have to throw all the way across the map, even though it's fun to do, but you don't have to do that to catch fish. Okay, you got your test line 32X series, 32-pound X series. Same thing with that one as with the 40-pound test series. You know, anything above 32 pounds at a break. It's just that simple. But you have to match that up with your reel and rod if it can hold the capacity of that, or you won't get, you know, a long cast. But you can still use it. It'd just be a short cast, anywhere from 40 to 60 feet out. But your 6-pound weight for your level is probably gonna be your best bet as far as that. You ain't gotta worry about your line breaking. It could get expensive after a while. That covers that. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to this. Here's your barbless. Your barbless, if you notice, it don't have like a hook on the end of the J part. You know, it looks like a J. I'm gonna say it's a J. Okay. At the end of that, where the hook actually catch the fish at, it's no barb on it. If you look closely. Now I'm gonna go back to this. Other one. The lures jigs. Here's your common jig head. Okay, they don't show it. Yeah, they don't. I'm looking close. They don't really show it, but I can see the outline of it, but they don't really show it. Okay, but basically the difference is where the part where that catches the fish, it's a little like a triangle pinch hook piercing part that's on the end of that, and that's the barb. That's what they call the barb. You know, in most competitions you can't use those. So with the barbless jig, it doesn't have that sharp piece on the end that looks like a triangle or a piercing barb on the end. So that's what you use for competition. But like I said, you want to go with your 1/3. Your 1/3 is money, baby. All the rest of them pretty much is a waste of time unless you got a reason for having them. Now I can't show you the different ones, but as you see, I got this is one of the grubs I have at home, the yellow one, and it's not this one, not the one, but the two. The two is 2 inches. The one is 1
The barb is a safety way to keep the fish from getting off. Barbless is safer on the fish in competition.
Yeah. You use the barb. You know, it's hard. You catch more fish with the barb than the barbless. You know, I guess they try to make it hard to catch the fish or whatever. But if you see me, I was like, damn, I lost him. That's because I had the barbless jig head on there. And if you have the barb jig head on there, jig hook, if you have that one there, anything that touches your bait, if it hits it, you caught it. It's that simple. But, you know, like I said, I had that one loaded because I was doing a competition one day and I just never changed it. But yeah, with the grubs, your money bet is gonna be either the red or the yellow. You know, anything that's just like with the other one, it's like red, gold, and yellow. Those are your high fish catching colors, and practically any board, if you use those for catching fish, then your yellow, your red, and your blue is gonna be your best bet. I mean, it's a lot to it. Same with the worms. Same with the shads. Sorry, fucking up. Your tubes. Those are the ones that look kind of like squids or whatnot. Same with those. You know, anything that's shiny ain't gold, but anything that's gold, they go for it. You know, if it's yellow or gold or red, blue. Those are gonna be jig baits that you might need to invest in. Let's see. Crawlers, same thing with them. Crawlers, same thing. You know, I got a strawberry crawler that I don't use much, but it's money. That's the only thing that's not red, yellow, or blue in my tackle. And with your crankbait, same with those. You know, red, yellow, and blue. But basically, yeah, that's what you're gonna use. You know, like I got this I got this one, this black gloss one. You know, I haven't caught anything on it yet, but I'm sure there's a purpose for it. So I bought it, and I mean, once I bought it, I kept it. I didn't get rid of it. But this narrow spoon, you need that for competitions. That's barbless. Damn it. Okay, there it is. Your spinners, 1/3, baby. 1/3. 1/3 for your spinners. Now I have this one. I caught bass with it on I think it was the muddy river one. I can't remember the name of it. But,
Sounds like your mic moved away from you.
Oh, it did. I'm sorry.
Got to go, see you later, dude.
Okay. See you later, man. But these spinner baits, I found this gold one, this 1/8, it works best out of all of these that's on this page, and I'm pretty sure this white one might do something. I never got it. I never
There you
bought it or
go.
whatever. Yeah, I moved. It was slapping me in the face, man. I got irritated with it, not paying attention, just moved it out of the way. Um, yeah, but that gold one, that 1/8 gold one, that's your best bet on that one for the range or whatever. As you can see, that's level 9. I don't know if they have a level 6 spinner bait, because it's not that I don't know, I just don't remember. So I guess I don't know. But that's pretty much for that. Your coming bait, which they don't have it. It's probably gonna be. I got it in my tackle inventory. Common bait, like I said, for your common bait, it's probably gonna be your red worms. These right here. Those are your best common for smaller fish or whatever. But also catfish eat those. You might get lucky and get some pumpkin seeds, of course, but you might get lucky and get a buffalo with those. I mean, buffaloes is money, man. That's your XP. You get so much XP with those things, man. So much. Same with your what was I catching? I think it was trout. I think the trout on Oregon. On Oregon board, the trout, man, the XP on that is phenomenal, and it's like $200 a fish, and then you get like 150 XP. How can you beat that? How can you beat that? And what I was using to catch those were small minnows and marshmallows. That's it. For level 6, it's gonna be hard. I will stick with the worms and what else was I using? I wouldn't even worry about it. I wouldn't even worry about that rod for that level. This rod here, that you a casting rod, or this is a match rod. For this, I wouldn't even worry about that rod at your level. You don't need that. All you need is what is this called? A featherweight equivalent. It don't have to be a featherweight. It could be anything around that. But the equivalent, which I mean, what I mean by that is 3 to 9 pounds, or which that's just for the featherweight. What it'll say is 3 to 6 pounds or 3 to 8 pounds. That's money, baby. Ultralight or moderate light, whatever. As long as it has fast action on it, you good. You good. It's money. And with your rod, your reel, what you want is anything from 3 to 6 pounds, man. Is money. Is money. And you have your recovery. I could explain that, but it's a little difficult. Like the lower your recovery speed is, the quicker you can react to catching the fish. Is basically the way I explain it. It's a quicker way to react to the fish. If you got a high recovery, like mine is 31, it's not fantastic, but it's good enough for what I'm doing right now. It determines how quick you can. If a fish jump on your bait, it hits your bait. It determines how fast you can hook that bait into that fish, basically. So what you want is anything that's around 30 and lower. That's your goal to get to, but of course you won't be there for long. So it's gonna take a while. Your ratio is pretty much the same, speed from crank to pull, to cast to pull to crank. Those are your ratios. And then you got your capacity. I got 8 by 100 and 10 by 125 braid. That's pretty much all you're gonna get with this. Unless you got the right setup that matches, you're not gonna be able to cast far anyway. And it depends on what line that you add to it. Like some lines that are heavier or whatever, you put it on there and it's gonna cast short. Like I got mine up to if you look down to the mag fin down at the bottom of the green line, it's braid and it's 103. Okay. Now, if I would try another line or whatever, it probably wouldn't take nothing but like 160. That's the difference. And you probably, out of that 160, you probably gonna be able to cast like 80 to 90 feet. That's the difference. Like, this is 103, and I can cast like, I don't know, 200 and something, depending on how precise I am on casting it. But it makes a difference. But what you at your level 6, you want basically anything that's 3 to 6 pounds on everything. That goes for your rod, your reel, and your line. If you put that setup on there, then you should be money, man. And the bait, I just went over there. The best bait, I think, is the minnows and the shiners and the marshmallows. Which I don't know if you can get the marshmallows yet, but you should be able to get the minnows. I'm not sure if it's 6 or 8, but I would go with artificial bait, definitely. I already got that one set up. It's on 206, but I go with the artificial bait, definitely, man. The jigs are money, but my choice is the narrow spoon 1/4. That's my choice. But with the jigs, I go with a 1/3 hook and whatever you prefer, as far as worms or whatever, grubs, whatever. That's money. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, so we leaving the peak time for day 1, and got my fireplace right here. If you see, a nice little fireplace, fire going that I put out. Apparently. Okay, so it's late evening. I'm gonna go with my my marshmallow. Oh, that kind of messed my eyes up. I'm too close to the TV. Okay, I'm gonna find any log, anything that sticks out that looks irregular, on this map. And then it's turning into nighttime. Like all these little green bushes that's hanging off the edge of the rocks. I'm pretty sure something there will be worth messing with. Just because I say it don't mean it's gonna work for you. Just remember that. I know a lot of guys on YouTube, they be like, "Oh, all you have to do is this." Nah, man, is you catching the spawn. Is you catching the spawn. You gotta either you make your own spawn or you find the one they have available. The only way you can make your own spawn is keep catching those fish until they're completely out, exhausted, and then you pick a spot you want to catch fish at. That's how that works. And that's pretty much how it's been working for me lately. Now, I hate this fucking board. I hate to say it like that, but I hate this board. It's not fun to me because I'm too high of a level to be on this board. But I gotta make some of my money back. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this time up. I know they say it's what the. I know they say it's peak time right now, but I don't give a damn about that. I'm gonna speed it up to like 10 o'clock.
Please explain best hook size to use around the board.
Around the board, okay. Depends on what fish you wanna fish for. If you fish it for bass or something like that, you might want to go with a size size 2 to 3. But the best average size hook to use is like a 5 or a 4, 5, or 6. Any one of those 3, your money. And that's for ox size and regular size hook. Now the regular size hook, they start at 1, 2, 3, 4, and it goes from small to large. Where the ox size go from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That's large to small. The smaller the number, the bigger the hook on the ox. On the regular size hooks, the bigger the number, the bigger the hook. So you just gotta, you gotta be careful about which one you're choosing. It can get confusing sometimes, man, until you get used to it. But the best size I found is anywhere four to six. Is that's any fish that you're gonna catch on average. Now the uniques and stuff, they might call for a 6 or bigger or whatever, but you could catch a big fish with a small hook. You can't catch a small fish with a big hook. That's the difference with that. But fun nonetheless. I tried different techniques. Even when you mix the techniques up, if you at least do 3 out of 4 of the techniques, it's 4 techniques. If you do 3 out of 4, you should catch something. I just prefer to use the rise and drop method.
Thanks, bud.
Like I use the stop and go and slow and steady together. I use the twitch and the rise and drop method together, and I use the straighten, what is it, slow and straight, and the rise and drop together. But on a Texas board, if you wanna catch like bass or whatever, use the twitch method. Each board got a different presentation to the fish. Texas is the twitch, New York and Colorado, which I'm on, that's slow and straight, rise and drop. What was the other one? I'm just calling out a few beginner maps. I can't remember the one on the salmon. The one else, salmon. Oregon. You use your rise and drop on that. Salmon, they like to rise and drop, and they like to slow and straight. Bass like to twitch and the rise and drop. But if you're looking for bass, you more likely catch them with the twitch than the rise and drop. But the 4 methods are rise and drop. They're slow and straight. They're straight. I forgot about that. It's 5 of them. The twitch, rise and drop, straight, slow and straight, and what is the other one? I can't think of it right now. Let me see. I keep pulling my rod in. I ain't gonna catch no damn fish. Let's see. I get them for you. I'm gonna get you right, baby. I guess it don't matter what rod I use, but I usually use this one at night anyway, so I got it. Okay, you got your twitch. That's this one. Twitching. Okay. You got your slow and straight. Straight and slow, rather. And then you got your go and stop. Stop and go, rather. And then you got your you lift and drop, which I call rise and drop, but those are the 4 methods. Okay. Stop and go, it goes good with twitch, and it goes good with slow and straight and slow, whatever you want to call it. Your rising drop, it goes good with twitch and stop and go. Your stop and go goes good with it goes good with pretty much any of them. It's a go-to tactic and technique. Now I normally don't use this lure when I'm on a board where it's trout, but since I got it out, I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. I usually have my half or 1/3 glow in the dark narrow spoon, but I didn't load it because I was trying to hurry up and get to this map because I was so excited to get to this map, and I got here and I was like, the fuck, that's it. But you know, it's all a learning experience, man. You know, I was able to give some good guys some good information, so I'm happy with that. It's all about enjoying the experience, man. Mm. Had my attention up too high, and being that I'm still learning this map, it's a little probably a little boring or whatever. But I'm still learning this map. Here we go. Give me 1 second, fellas.
Is your mic still on mute, bro?
Okay, she taking a test.
I'm assuming so. We tried to take that.
Oh,
But
okay.
she's still taking that test.
Yeah, give me 1 second. when it say public match, go to your game options, and alright, the menu gonna show up where it say invert and all that stuff right there. You don't want to mess with that. But turn your sprint console reload on. Turn your sensitivity up. Put your colorblind enabled on. And just go down the list. Tell me what all it is, cause I can't remember. Excuse me. I mess around and got a cold, bro. It rained yesterday. Yeah, man. So I just started feeling good. Let me hook the other microphone up to this. I'm working 2 mics right now. I'm streaming and and trying to get this done too. Can you hear me? Okay. Go down the line of what's on the option for me. Yeah, change your controller to tactical. It should be the second option. Put it on Nah, just put it on tactical. That's all. Yeah, that's it. Cause you already changed your X button and your L1 button out. So all you need now is to just put your controller on tactical. All right, go down to the next one. What's the next one? Memory error. Okay, you need to update your game. Yeah, update it, cause you ain't been on the game for a while. That's why I've been telling everybody about that, cause they've been hacking and they putting that crap up in your system and slow your game down. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like they spamming everything. You know what I'm saying? Alright, now just go back through that process. Go to your game option. When you cut the game, go in the public match, hit your option button, and try it again. Memory error. Okay, cut your game system off and then cut it back on. Just push restart. Or you might have to manually go in there and delete that update and redo it. It could be corrupted. You know how to do that one? Nah, it's a update. It's let me think. All right, go to your storage. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to end this stream, man. I have some technical problems that I need to really help somebody out with. I sure appreciate y'all watching. I should be on here in the next hour or so. If y'all need anything, just leave a comment at the bottom, and I'll be sure to look at it. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, man. And any problems y'all need, man, just hit me up, and I'll help y'all out with it.